Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been trying to figure this message out all morning long, and that's probably the problem, is that I'm trying to figure it out instead of just delivering, just feeling it out, and letting you guys put your own pieces of the puzzle together to go with it. But it's like this existential, like, need to know, or not crisis, but struggle a little bit. I do feel like there is full moon happening right now. Now, what they're showing me is using this message and whatever is here, this piece of the puzzle for you, in combination with maybe a message that you're getting from another channel or another reader, or, person walking down the street or something like that. This is just a tiny part of putting the puzzle together for you, that there's more that's going to come out later. And that's an important part of the message, is that it's still unfolding, whatever this message is that is meant to reach you. So just take what resonates for you and file it away, and just know that it's not always going to show itself to you right this second, as much as you want it to, as much as I want it to. Just know that this person, this 111 on my recording, this little tidbit, this email that you got, like, the purpose for it may not be fully revealed just yet. I think that's part of the message, is that you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle just yet. So there's a lot of observing that needs to happen. There is this feeling that I've been having, just off and on, this just struggle, just overwhelm a little bit, that sometimes on this journey, I just want to jump ship. And I'm just like, why didn't I just take the blue pill? There are some times where I wish that I was, blissfully unaware in some kind of way. I just feel overwhelmed sometimes. I feel like I'm going a little bit crazy, and maybe my brain is definitely being a little bit rewired, and patterns and, ancestral healing is happening. Like, we have massive transformation going on at all times. Like, this whole spiritual journey of ascension is change and growth, and change and growth, and change and growth, and becoming more light. And things are changing at a cellular level. Very deep healing is happening right now. So there's sometimes where you need to turn your brain off. And when you get into a place of overwhelm, sometimes you go back into old patterning and comparison, and very human, denser energy. It says, why am I not like other people? Or, I compare myself to other people who I see as a success, and they're living their lives, and I'm over here healing and trying to figure things out, blah, blah, blah. We're doing the work for a lot of people too. So sometimes I feel a little resentful of that, or there's a big weight on my shoulders that, why am I over here doing all of this work and everybody else gets to reap the benefits? And it's a little bit of resentment that I have been just kind of struggling with a little bit as things get rewired. There is a need to take a step back then, and instead of overanalyzing it or freaking out or whatever, it's time for just a break, a break to my electrical system. Like, it feels this frenzied, like, live wire kind of. I feel a little bit like I'm going crazy. But in that, then we need to move from the brain into the body. We need to have a body experience. Your body is lacking something, or we need to support the rewiring process, the breaking of old programming. Like, there's some kind of programming right now that your system, your higher self, is really is in the process of transforming and rewiring, this cellular healing like we're talking about. In order to support it, we need to move from the mind and from the brain and from this overthinking or this old story, and sink down into the body. Like, where am I sensing that in my body? I feel very cerebral, very, very up in the mind, and this like, I don't know, this higher 444 on my recording. Sometimes when it feels really overloaded. So if I tune into my body right now, it's like all up here, all upper chakras too. So there's a lot of really high vibrational stuff coming through. in this rewiring process. But sometimes it requires grounding, getting back down into your body. And when it becomes, it's a lot sometimes on this journey, the things that we know or the things that we have access to, or when old programs are being removed, there's this space that's created, and then there is this light, and this, it's being filled with higher knowledge. And when that comes through, sometimes it is this process of all the things. And then people come into your life, and they're showing you something, and it kind of is this frenzy of activity and downloading and information that sometimes is exciting, but sometimes can be overstimulating. You are going to absorb that and absorb and observe things in a more efficient way sometimes when, I just got a text, I was trying to see who it was. When you support your body and ground yourself and get out into nature and stop thinking about the things, just let it come through in a natural way. Instead of overloading your brain and thinking too much. And there's something really, really important that's shifting right now that is actually leaving your life, an old pattern that's leaving your life that causes overthinking. There's something, someone, some situation that with this full moon energy is leaving your field. And that person, that pattern, cause you to overthink. There's something in them that they hide that you can sense about them, and you're constantly trying to figure it out. Someone or something, like a job or something like that, causes you to overthink all the time because there's always something more there. It's just like, oh, there's something underneath of that they're just constantly hiding. But it's just a reflection of the pattern in you that hides something. So as this person or this situation or this job or whatever leaves your life, your awareness, that part of you that hides you and works really hard and overthinks, tries to figure out how to stay hidden, that part of you that's scared of being vulnerable is also, that's what's being healed on the cellular level. That thing that feels like she needs to hide, they need to hide in order to stay safe. That survival mode, the part of you that feels like you need to hide. As that is being reprogrammed, this feeling of safety comes from inside the house. It comes from grounding and this knowing that when I feel that overwhelm, when I feel like I want to jump ship, there is grounding that needs to happen. Like for me, I was going to work out this morning, and that is very grounding. I need to get out into nature. And I go for a walk here around my neighborhood, but there's not quite enough nature here. It's very frenetic in this area. So I'm feeling the lack of connection with nature. Now, I do connect with them in another way. I connect with them in an intuitive way, and nature has been speaking to me. Giraffe spirit has been speaking to me. It's come up a couple of times this morning. And bunny spirit has come into my awareness too from my niece. So connecting with nature, literally with my physical body, needs to happen. And I hear that. But also nature spirit has been speaking, and we need to connect in with that too. So I just went to this Spirit Oracle deck that I'm going to connect with the messages there, but then there needs to be some support of the physical body in order to, you consciously need to support your physical body in order to support the changes that are happening behind the scenes, the things that are leaving here. And so we need to like disconnect from technology, from social media, from scrolling, I just see this overabundance of electrical activity, and you need to get out into nature to support an important process that's happening throughout this full moon. So giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When giraffe spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. When you get into nature, you need to observe something about yourself. There is something that you're escaping, actually, that you're meant to observe. And it's funny because nature is going to show you, you're going to feel better in your body, but there is something that you can't escape at. You can't even escape it out there. Okay? When giraffe spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. In all aspects of your life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view. Open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing and see the big picture you fit into. You're holding someone back. I don't think you realize that. You're holding someone back. They just showed me the person that I'm holding back by holding on too tight. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances, so stretch yourself. Look beyond what catches your attention at eye level and know that not everything is as obvious as you might like it to be. Everything is not as it seems. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. There's something that you're supposed to observe in something, someone else. Could even be just like, I just see myself on a trail somewhere and just like having a conversation with, I've had conversations with just random people being out there that you're meant to witness. It's like this mirror that comes in that you're meant to witness about something about yourself. Something that you hide. I feel like this other person is hiding something. So also rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Now, for a rabbit spirit, though, there's an upright and a reverse message. I felt the reverse message more than anything else in this. And it's about vulnerability. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. There's something that you're hiding that it's okay to reveal. It's okay to say. When someone asks you how you're doing, do you just lay out all of the things that you feel you've accomplished or all the positive things? Like, that's our way. That's like focusing only on that. Or is there something that we should just be real about? It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. How are you doing? Man, I've been in this crazy, crazy place lately. I feel a lot of really beautiful things in my life, but it's been intense. I feel like I'm re-examining my life. Does that sound crazy? Like some random person asking you how you are. What if you revealed it in that way? Like, I have all these beautiful blessings in my life. And I have fun, and I play softball and blah, blah, blah. But, man, I've been going through some really crazy changes. It feels like the world is, too. But I've been transitioning. I don't know. I've been in a real weird place of growth. It's not always pretty, right? Is it? Could you like just put all that out there and not just all the positive things? Yeah, things have been good. Yeah, been doing this and I've been doing this. I'm like, what about the other stuff that, to me, when I say it the way that I just said it still feels positive. It just feels real. It feels positive to be real. Let's be real. 11:33 on my clock. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind, and it could be this opportunity for someone to connect with somebody else and be like, man, I know, right? I have that going on too. Something that really helped me out last week was like I was talking to somebody and they recommended acupuncture, and I tried it, and it opened something up for me, and you know what? I might try that. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Like, it opens up the opportunity for someone else to help you in a way that they didn't realize that they were going to, or like putting yourself out there opens yourself up to growth and that thing that is going to help you behind the scenes, not needing to hide. Vulnerability can be so beautiful. It doesn't have to be unsafe. It can be really beautiful and helpful. No, that's Giraffe Spirit again. To create is to take risk. Banish your fears, blah, blah, blah. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you're at the beginning of something. Sometimes that means really just like admitting that you have been at the ending of something. It's, you know, come on out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light because it is time to birth something new. Other people are meant to, even strangers, even, you know, people I haven't talked to in a while, whatever. They're meant to help you in some sort of way. They're meant to give you a perspective that you got to stretch your neck out to be able to see. But if you don't stretch your neck, if you don't put yourself out there in the light, if you don't, you know, take a chance and open yourself up in a new way, you're going to miss an opportunity, I think. Okay? All right. I think that's all I got. King of Swords on the bottom. Whatever that means to you, King of Swords is meant to mean something to you. It's knowing. It's this knowing. He's very in his mind, though. Ace of Swords. There's a lot of brain stuff going on. This is truth, though. This is truth. Someone else has a key to your truth. Someone else can see something about you that you're unable to see. When you witness somebody else, they're mirroring something to you that you can't see about yourself. So what do you see in me? And what do you see in them that you admire? It's in you. And so go find it. Like, dig down and go find where that is. This other person, you know, I'm talking about supporting your body. This other person maybe supports their body or something like that. You are able to do that same thing. And you see the benefit when you do that. So, or this other person, just like I was saying, there's something about this other person that you are having a conversation with them. You ask them how they're doing, and they're like, man, I just, you know, I don't know, things have been really crazy lately, and blah, blah, blah. Or you say that to them, and then they say, well, you know, I've been trying acupuncture lately. I was going through the same thing, and I started to try that. And it's something that you do to support your body. Just having that conversation, someone else has some information for you about what is going to release something for you and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's meant to reveal something for you that. But if you don't put yourself out there and you're not vulnerable, you're going to miss a detail. Okay? All right, that's what I got. Love you guys.